Welcome, my name is Roberta and this is Dhamma Inspired Living. In this channel we discuss self-improvement, mindfulness and trauma integration. Previously, this channel was also a kind of doula, birth work type of channel, so you might still find videos like that. And if you're here, I appreciate you being here. Please make sure to subscribe. It really helps me with the algorithm. It also gives you a digital karma point, which if you don't know what that is, I just made it up, so. Also, please consider subscribing. It really helps me again with the algorithm, but my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers and to help get this channel monetized. Yay! So yeah, consider doing those two things and let's get straight into the video. If you've seen my previous video about Whole30 mistake, you'll know that I made a huge mistake, and so I'm starting the whole thing again. But you know what? I was like, I'm just going to tell you all about my results anyway, and then I'll tell you about those as well later. So if you don't know what Whole30 is, Whole30 diet, it's called a diet, but it's not really a diet, it's more like an elimination. I don't know what to call it, it's not a diet. And basically the idea is that you eliminate certain food groups to see whether you have any sensitivities, and then after some time you start to reintroduce them to see how your body responds. And I've been kind of seeing this process or this diet online for a while, and I was like, you know what, I really want to try it. I've quit sugar about 2 months ago now, so you can check out the video of here about that. And I was already like, you know, I'm feeling really good about quitting the sugar. I felt like my energy levels were better, and all in all, really just generally so much better after that. And I thought, well, what else is there in my diet that's really causing me to have like an upset tummy and things like that? I really want to like hack my health, you know? So I was like, I'm gonna check it out. I'm not going to tell you about all the rules and stuff because you can check that out somewhere else, or you can just Google Whole30 and you will see the rules there. So I'm just going to go straight into my experience, how I felt, how I feel, and any results you might be interested in. So in terms of how I feel, I would say that I feel really great, physically speaking. In the evening, I have a lot of energy after the kids have gone to sleep. So that has been all in all really good. I'm very excited about this because since I've been pregnant with my son, I've been feeling so tired during the pregnancy, but even after that. I remember going to Slovakia in the summer and I felt so exhausted at all times. It just didn't feel like it was sustainable with 2 small children to feel that way. So my energy levels have definitely gotten better. I would say also that my mood has stabilized too. And sometimes it's difficult to know why someone's mood stabilizes, right? Like I meditate, I quit out sugar for a while. But I definitely feel that this Whole30 has contributed to my moods being much better and stable. And also if I feel overwhelmed, I'm much more aware of feeling overwhelmed. It doesn't feel like it just hits me out of nowhere and I'm just like, just a mess on the floor. So I definitely feel like there's something in that I'm not eating that's really helped my brain to just maintain like a stable mood level, which I'm very excited about. I feel like I'm having a bit of a clarity of mind as well, and I feel like I can be much more focused with doing things. I'm not just like, my mind isn't just all scattered all over the place. And I definitely feel that not eating sugar, not eating certain foods has helped with that. In terms of, yeah, just being able to focus. For example, I'm doing this, you know, 365 YouTube challenge, which if you don't know what it is, like check it out, one of these sites. I'll link it. And I'm doing an orbit with YouTube, like 365 days of YouTubing, which to my previous self would have been like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? But right now, the way I do it is that I take 1 day in a week and I probably spend 3 hours, maybe 2-3 hours filming all my 7 YouTube videos, and then I edit it through the week and schedule it. And the fact that I can film 7 videos in 3 hours, I feel like is pretty impressive for me, because I used to do YouTube videos before and I did like 1 video a week and it took me the whole week to make it. Whereas now I'm just doing it, you know, going for it. So I feel like the mental clarity has definitely been part of the Whole30 experience as well. Another benefit I find was that my taste buds have changed and I really enjoy vegetables, and I eat loads of vegetables, and I feel like that's a great thing. You know, I don't feel like I'm getting bored of eating vegetables because I'm eating so many different types, and yeah, so I feel like that's a benefit, right? Oh, by the way, I will show you some before and after photos at the end, so stick around. Anyway, these are the benefits. What are the kind of disadvantages about Whole30? Because I feel like there are as well. So what are the disadvantages? Obviously that you cannot eat certain food groups, but I feel like I've gotten used to that pretty fast because I was already not eating sugar and flour, so it wasn't such a big shift for me. But I would imagine that if you are eating sugar and flour, that would be a huge shift for you, and you would probably feel like really bad for the first week or something. But the disadvantage is, yeah, obviously the lack of foods that you can eat. So I find that we came up with a nice variety. The next disadvantage, I would say, is that it's a bit ostracizing. Is that the right word? You know, when you get kind of cast out of society, because, you know, if someone wants to invite you over for dinner, you become this anal person who doesn't eat a lot of things. And I did that when I was vegan, and it's not fun. And so that part of it is not so fun, and I definitely feel that I wouldn't really want to be having these really, really strict limits on myself. Though having said that, I also don't eat sugar, and I found amazing benefits to not eating sugar and flour, and I think I want to keep that up. I'm not sure how much social interactions are worth my health being bad, so I'd rather keep a good health and maybe risk losing people that are not willing to interacting with me in a different way from now on than to go back to eating sugar just so I can keep people around me happy. So I don't know, but yeah, definitely a bit of a social ostracizing for this particular experiment as well. One other disadvantage that I found with this one is if you have history of like disordered eating, which I certainly do, I find that having this huge restrictions for so many different like food groups is still sort of like restrictive eating, and I think that one needs to be quite mindful about how they go about doing it so that it doesn't become like a spiral of restrictive eating and like this body dysmorphia, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure if you have a history of disordered eating, whether it's right for you. Obviously, trust yourself and your instincts, but for me that part has been a bit challenging, I would say. Also with the going off sugar, and also with this one, but I feel like it's not affecting me in a negative way, because what I really like about this is there's no like calorie counting and things like that, but still it's a bit of a slippery slope, so just to be mindful. Another thing I noticed was obviously I've lost some weight. I guess this is quite common for a Whole30 diet for many people, and or elimination or whatever. I've lost in this first round of Whole30 that I told you that I messed up, but I'm reporting on it anyway. I lost 2.5 kilos, and I lost quite a significant amount of centimeters as well. Let me tell you, here is my bullet journal. Ow. Here's my bullet journal. That was very smooth. Where I wrote it down. So I lost, yeah, 2.5 kilos, and in terms of my waist, it's pretty good, 3.5 centimeters. I do centimeters, I don't know what that is in inches. And in terms of my thighs, 2 centimeters and 0.5 centimeter of each arm, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. Thank you very much for sticking by and for liking and subscribing and commenting. I really appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Bye for now.